this is the portable heater toolbox, and we're going to try to show you how this hooks up. And I'm not going to go whole hog on, really what. We just want to show you how it runs and get it set up. We put diesel in it already, so you want to make sure all your hose clamps are in tight. Obviously, that's for hot air. Air comes in here. You got a power pack. This is for fresh air up here. This exhaust is the one thing that probably will be a little tight to put on. Muffler. And this, I'm just going to hang this here. I know we're supposed to go ahead and put hose clamps on everything, but this is for the most part the whole system. We'll get you some close-ups later. Comes with a power pack for igniting. I believe you can get a battery pack to do this too, because really, if you're going to use a portable diesel heater, you probably want to be able to let it run everywhere. It does come with the 12-volt hookup, so you just need a battery, right? You can hook up to your side-by-side battery if you really wanted to put this in a side-by-side in the back. It does come with an extension for the controls. Yeah, it does come with a fresh air inlet, a whole bunch of hardware. Really cool remote, which we will make sure it works. As I turn on the remote here, I do have a way to turn this on, and suddenly you hear it running, and it is basically starting. And I think what it does is it'll prime it and come up for a period of time. And I'm going to actually get some video of this side unit as well. Because the side unit, we get a little bit of video here. Now, I don't. This may be too bright out here for you to see. It's got a nice screen, but it is really hard to see. Once we get going, I can hear the pump going. Which means it is going ahead and pumping the diesel and priming it. And there's no heat coming out yet because the burner hasn't activated. But now we hear it going a little more. You can hear it. I have the mic. I'll put the mic down here. And there's air blowing, but we don't have the burner going yet. And again, but I do have the remote here. So let's take a look at the remote here. As you can see, the remote is going. And it's Fahrenheit. And we're going to see when this finally starts getting warm. But it's not too loud. It's pretty quiet. Sounds like it is going. Sounds like we get some action here as the bees come by. And I smell it, so you can see the exhaust coming out a little bit. Nice. And not hot yet, but just wanted you to see a little bit about this heater. Here it goes. And it is running. And I'm going to close this so you can hear what it sounds like closed. And it's not too loud, but it's a nice little unit. It's very nice. We got fresh air coming in here, and there you go. That's a better image of the screen. As I cover it from the sun and the white table. I probably shouldn't have picked a white table, but nice little color screen. Shows the indicators. We'll have to go over that. And we're getting some hot air coming out of here. Yeah. And we have exhaust. You can see the exhaust coming out. This is just standard grade diesel. I'm not gonna burn my hand on that, but that is hot. Don't want to melt the table. Don't want to melt the table. It's a nice little unit. It's working really well. You know, hot air. And I think the best thing, I've got some hot air blowing on here. I think the best thing to do when you have something like this is get it all set up to your liking, and you can use this as a heater in your barn, maybe like what we have here, or just in a space where you can have an exhaust being pumped out, because you certainly want to make sure you're not. Yeah, it's really hot. That is really hot, and yeah, it's definitely ability to heat it up really well. I'll look at the capacity. But like I said, all the accessories that come with here. This is a fresh air inlet. Fresh air inlet. Comes with a power brick. You need this for ignition, okay? But it does come with the means to go ahead and hook this up to your battery, right? So vehicle, side by side. I do have a whole bunch of extra hardware, which, you know, we'll go through what we have. Some brackets, just so you mount this into your RV or wherever you want, and a nice little remote so we can change the settings. And I'm going to bring it down to 3 and just see what we got. This is rechargeable. I like this. This has got a little rechargeable USB-C. Nice to have. This is a decent AC adapter. Let's just take a look at it real quick so you can see what we got. It does say 10 amps out, but it does say, doesn't really say what the input is. I'm sure I can read the text somewhere, but it's got a little indicator light and it works fine. And again, fresh air inlet is good to have. But I did turn this down to H3. And you can kind of see that a little bit. And this is just lowering the heat output. So, very nice little unit. We will do some more testing with this in an actual garage because, well, out in the open, we're gonna have a little bit of a test here. It's cool this morning and we can certainly feel the heat. But I'm gonna turn it up and let you hear the full sound of it. So we're going to go up to H10, heating 10, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. And what I'll do is I'm going to put the mic here on the table so you can hear what it sounds like. The rest of the unit is not particularly warm. I know it's a black device sitting in the sun, but when you start any of these things, you want to do it outdoors just for the first time, and then we're going to bring it inside and do some more testing. Most likely we will wind up having a longer tube just because you may want to have a little bit of, put this right by the door. The exhaust is going to be hot. Yeah, just a nice little unit we got here. Hopefully you get a good idea of what this is like. Again, the manual, really nice. Diesel air car parking heater. So I guess you could, heat your car park is what they're going for. It does come with the unit, the power supply, a wire harness for 12 volt, hook it into your vehicle. They call it an exhaust silencer, but it really is just a muffler. It does come with the exhaust pipe, intake pipe, air outlet pipe, air filter, vents. This is in case you want to put it into the side of your house. Manual, all these accessories, a lot of tubes and filters, which at this point we're not really using. The LCD switch, which is detachable. This is detachable, and I wanted to just show you this. This is, I'm going to break it, but this comes off, and this can go into a different location. We'll get a little bit of close-ups on this, but there's slack in here where you can mount this on the wall or mount it somewhere in your RV, and it just snaps back in here. We'll get some B-roll on that because obviously more to film on this, but we do like it. It's capacity-wise, I'm going to have to look it up because it doesn't have a listing here of it. But it does come with this wireless sensor, which is really nice, and it's rechargeable, so you don't need batteries. That's really nice. It does come with brackets to offset the exhaust, so you don't have to have it melting your table or whatever it may be. And it's nice. And this is we're just doing testing here, so it's not it's permanent home. We probably will test it in the shop garage next. It'll make for a nice little video. So thank you guys. We do appreciate it. This is a small portable toolbox diesel heater. Yeah, we like it. We're gonna let it cool down so we can put it away, but it is nice and warm. And as you can hear, Hcalory, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But it is a nice little unit, and we appreciate it. We did give you a look inside. I'll look at the capacity of the diesel, but we do have it half full. And I'll just open this one more time so you can see it while it's running. As you can see, the main burner unit, diesel above, all the connectors here. There's some, like I said, there's extra slack on this, and that's where this extra cable comes from. So we have 2 extra cables. This would be for your extension for this, extension for the little thermostat. Let's just call it a thermostat. I know it's a control unit, but you can have another 2-3 feet on that, which is nice. And again, everything that you really need is here. The only thing I would think is you might need a longer tube. It extends out, so you can get another one, and it'll probably go about 3-4 feet. I don't think more than that. The exhaust appears to be about 2 feet long. You know, maybe you can go further along with that, but you want to make sure you're protected against any leakage of fumes. So, but either way, we're going to shut her down. She's doing good. Not very loud. We like. As you can hear, I'm sitting right over it. It's not loud. Obviously, you're going to have a little more noise with the air coming out. No, very nice. There's a little bit of intake noise there, and that's it, really. So, just wanted to show you this a little bit about this. We're going to power her down and let you hear the difference. We get an off signal. That's nice. And just with any other burner or heating unit, the burner will go off, and then you're going to have a little bit of fan continue on just to get the excess heat off and out of the system. So that's normal. We're going to let this sit. We have a side-by-side to clean, so we're going to go do that. And yeah, we're going to do some more testing on this. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. This is a great little unit. We'll put a link up for pricing where you can purchase one of these, and we'll see. Probably have a coupon for you, but don't quote me on that. Thanks again, Hcalory, for sending this to us. We will use it in the shop. So this is part 1 of the unboxing. Obviously, we'll have part 2 coming soon for you. In real world, you know, how long does it last on a tank? How hot? You know, we'll have a temperature sensor so you can see indoor, outdoor. I mean, really here, it's a beautiful 68-degree day with a nice breeze. This morning it was 45, but we don't have facilities up here to go ahead and do more testing. But awesome little unit. I do like the fact that most of this can package up in a small box. And so this is the accessory box. So, but as you can hear, it is still running and blowing the heat out. So it's nice that if you want to pack this all up, let it run, leave it plugged in for 5-10 minutes, and then she'll go ahead and be able to be cool, and you'll be able to put it away, which is the main thing. We're gonna go ahead and wash our ride, let this cool down, turn off the camera, obviously. Yeah, that's it. Thanks again, and we'll see you out there on the trail. Thanks. We use the DJI drones, we use DJI cameras, we use the Insta360, again, a pocket Osmo we use, and mostly these Noco boosts. You know, there's also some GoPros too, if we really want to be super honest with everything. Here's a GoPro 9. We use these too. So keep it in mind, and if you have any questions, to all the people in YouTube, yeah, we use all these products. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you out there on the trail. Thanks. Thank you to our sponsor, Ride Royal Blue, as well as the Potter County ATV UTV Club and Lit Industries for the brightest rock lights and accessories you can find. Visit Pine Grove Yamaha for sales and service of Yamaha and all other rides. Thank you, Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area, for supporting the Beaten Trail. Appreciate all our partners. Thank you very much for being along for the ride. Visit our stores for hats and shirts and so much more. We appreciate you watching, and we hope to see you out there on the trail. Thanks.